And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. Every time we have one of those caught on camera moments and it goes wrong, then you're reminded of the power of the people. Just last week, the shooting death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery stunned all of us, and the outrage from the public is what finally led to the murder charges being filed against Gregory McMichael and his son Travis. Earlier today, I spoke with the mother of Ahmaud Arbery, who is demanding justice for her son, and the civil rights attorney who's working to make it happen. Lee, when you took on this case, were you outraged as everyone else has been as a result of seeing what happened in that video?
Well, when I first took on the case, we didn't see the video. I spoke with Ms. Cooper, who described to me what happened, and then I went to read the reports that were made available to the public through District Attorney George Barnhill, and he describes it in brutal detail. Now, he offers a very rancid opinion about why it was justified, but when you move his opinion away, you have men who ambushed a jogger and shot him to death. And that's before we ever saw the video. And so we were livid, and we were demanding that this video be released. And we're glad that eventually happened.
Now, did you get a chance to preview that video before it was released to the public?
No, so this video was in the hands of the legal apparatus. So all the investigators, the district attorney, George Barnhill, Glenn County PD, they all had this tape. This recording, and then it was
did nothing with it, essentially.
And did nothing with it, and then it was in the hands of the men who perpetrated this crime, and they were sharing it in their circles, but we never had access to it, and so it was uploaded anonymously, and Isaiah, it was bizarre. The person who uploaded it was an attorney who consulted with the McMichael family,
wow.
And he believed that this video would help exonerate them because and it's unmistakable in the video.
In what damn world did he live in?
Well, this is the bizarre part. Ahmaud fought for his life, and he thought by virtue of him fighting for his life, people would see that Travis was defending himself, which is absurd because they set up an ambush in the middle of the road. Ahmaud did everything in his power to avoid coming into contact with them. After they closed the distance on him with armed men with shotguns, he did the only thing left to do besides lying down and die. He fought for his life.
Absolutely. No one would disagree with that in seeing that video. Mrs. Jones, when you saw that video, what was your reaction in seeing what your son went through that day?
I haven't viewed the video.
You haven't seen it?
No, sir.
And I can understand that as a mother, it must be really tough. So when you hear that these guys have finally been arrested, your thoughts when you got the word that they were put behind bars?
I was relieved. I felt better just knowing that they weren't going to jail. Yes, sir.
Do you hold out hope for a full conviction for both of them?
Yes, sir. I'm very hopeful that we'll get a conviction.
And when this case was dormant for 2 months, I think, and no one was arrested, no one did any investigatory work that would bring truth to what actually happened to your son. When you realize they just sat on it for 2 months and did absolutely nothing. Your thoughts about that, man?
It really makes me angry. But in the midst of that 2 months, I was just sitting and just doing my little investigation that I could, hear on the computer. And luckily, I did find out that there was relations between the DA in Ware County where it was assigned with the DA in Glenn County where it was. So I tried to use my time wisely.
Oh, so you discovered that?
That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
That's right. And Isaiah, I have to emphasize that this family, Ms. Cooper and the community of Brunswick, they, before anybody else cared about who Ahmaud Arbery was, they were fighting for his life and fighting for justice for Ahmaud, and they're the reason that it's gotten international attention at this point.
Now, we heard initially, and of course, we're glad that the GBI decided to pick up the case and run with it. But one statement stood out from their press conference for me saying that it had no bearing, the release of the video, the public's reaction had no bearing on them taking action. Lee, your opinion on that. Do you think without public outrage, without seeing that video, do you think we would have seen the next step on a pathway to justice?
There is no way without that video being released that we would have seen any semblance of justice in this case. And it was one of the most, and I appreciate that you picked it up in the press conference, because it's almost an attempt to disenfranchise or disempower the community. The community's voice is the reason that the wheels of justice have been greased in South Georgia. Without the community speaking up in that video causing the amount of backlash it did, then this would have been another of many cover-ups by a local police department in coordination with the district attorney's office. And so that is untrue, and it's going to be people's continued voice and continued investment that's going to see this case through a prosecution and a successful result.
And Ms. Cooper, what do you want to see happen to these men if they are convicted on these charges?
I want them to be prosecuted to the highest.
When we take a look at sentencing, though, life in prison, death penalty, what?
I mean, speaking from the mother's perspective, I mean, my son lost his life, and I would have to say the death penalty. I mean, that wouldn't bring my son back, but that would make me feel better.
And tell us a little bit about your son, how special he was to you.
Ahmaud was my baby. He was the baby of the family. I had him on Mother's Day of the year of '94. Ahmaud was special. I mean, Ahmaud shared a very special bond. I know Ahmaud loved me, and I loved Ahmaud. Ahmaud was humble, he was caring, he was kind. I mean, Ahmaud loved life.
And Ms. Cooper, did you ever think your son would become a face in that crowd, a statistic when we talk about 2020 lynchings in America?
No, sir. I never had a clue. And especially when he's out doing a jog, no. I never would have even imagined this at all.
And the last thing for you guys, obviously they released a video of him on the construction site. The owner of the home already said nothing was taken. Does that justify anything?
No, there's no way that the fact that he visited a property that was under construction, that was frequently visited by many people, because quite frankly, it was a beautiful construction project. Ahmaud is seen on video walking the project, walking this construction site, not taking anything, not damaging anything, not doing anything illegal, and then continuing on his jog the way we expect people to. The people's focus on that is disingenuous, but what we should be focusing on is that there was a note today left at a memorial for Ahmaud, and that note said, "I'm so sorry, I should have stopped them, I'm so sorry." That was someone reaching out, and we want that person to know that we hear you and that we think you can help bring closure to this family about what really happened out there that day. And so if you have information, please go to the authorities or go directly to my office, and we will make sure that your identity is confidential. But that's really, we should be focusing on the behavior of the men who committed murder and not.
Absolutely. Ms. Cooper, when you heard about that letter today, your thoughts on that letter?
It really broke my heart all over again to know that someone actually saw this and didn't try to prevent it. I mean, it's very painful.
What's next for you, Mrs. Cooper?
I'm just praying for justice, just waiting on justice.
And of course, we are praying that she will get that justice that she deserves for her son who has died. Well,